So guys, Bitcoin hit 63,000, reaching a specific validation point, telling us exactly what might be happening with the price action around Bitcoin, which is also going to have a great effect on altcoins. Currently, right now, altcoins are bleeding, which is creating a lot of opportunity for people that are wanting to scoop up specific buys and make some decent gains. Overall, though, I want to talk about exactly the state of the market, what's currently going on with Bitcoin, what we could be seeing exactly in terms of price action, in terms of validation on what we have currently seen, and then where we're at on this crypto cycle and when we could potentially be shooting up. But if you guys are new to the channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm just an intermediate trader, showing you guys my wins, my losses, documenting my journey, and keeping you guys updated on the market so that you guys can capitalize on these events. But other than that, let's go and jump into it. So guys, as I said, Bitcoin has broken above 63,000, which, set a specific validation point, which we'll get into, just because, we're talking about reaching, that previous, resistance level and turning it into support. But overall, currently, we are deviating a little bit lower to that 62,000 mark right now, trading at 62,300. Everyone's talking about how we need to sweep out those 59K longs around Bitcoin, which we'll talk about right now. But overall, this is a very bullish time for the cryptocurrency markets and everything like that. Altcoins are bleeding really heavily right now, which I just dropped a video about how I feel about the current state of the market and my buys and my current investments that I'm currently doing. Overall, feel pretty bullish on it, but at the same time, I'm feeling the heat in the market, guys. I'm feeling everything going down. But right now, with the price action around Bitcoin and the specific point, we could be deviating a little bit lower before we start to shoot up and rip up. But let's go ahead and talk about that specific, price action, exactly what we hit and why we believe we're going to be starting to shoot up after we deviate this, a little bit more. Overall, Justin Bennett made a post earlier today talking about how, that 63 to 64K Bitcoins shorts have been obliterated just because we hit that, specific point, that validation point at 63,000. He says, is it time to sweep longs? If 62,400 fails, 59K and 57K are next in his opinion. And then as you guys can see where Bitcoin is currently trading right now, Bitcoin is currently on the verge of that setup to sweep those longs. So then he pretty much gave an update based off of that call that he had said. He said, Bitcoin just confirmed the call from earlier today. Bitcoin 63K has flipped to resistance. 59K longs are next, possibly even 57K. So guys, we were ripping up, but then we started to shoot back down, just showing that more than likely we're gonna have to take out these 59K longs as well as potentially even 57K. So currently we're gonna be deviating to this lower point, getting all this more liquidity into the markets, but then from there we are potentially going to be shooting up after we get back to that point. The last post I want to show you guys is one more from Justin Bennett. He says, one more retest to the total crypto market cap March 2020 trend line. Is pretty much comparing it to the trend line of March 2020 and pretty much this verge of when we're going to be breaking out. So that would align the Bitcoin sweeping those 57K longs. Total Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the whole market is going to freaking shoot up based off of this squeeze that we're currently seeing. It would match with the price action around March with that trend line that we're currently seeing. And overall, once we sweep out those 57K longs, we're gonna have the liquidity to shoot up. So guys, with the current price action around Bitcoin, we could be still deviating to that lower point, sweeping the 59K, 57K longs. Hopefully, we don't drop to that 57K mark, but overall, it is, potentially on the table just because of, that price action of that March 2020 trend line and what is currently to come. But with all this price action taking place, this is the last squeeze before we have that huge rip up for Bitcoin. And then in turn, when that dominance falls, Ethereum is going to take over, and then altcoins and everything else, guys. So if we talk about exactly where we're at in this crypto cycle, I saw a great post from CryptoCon, and this is not necessarily talking about exactly where we're at in the cycle, but a specific indicator as to why we're on the verge of, these explosive moves. So it says, after March 2024, Bitcoin long-term holders decline at rates not seen since the 2021 leading up to the cycle top. And I like it because he went ahead and marked these specific points in which we could compare ourselves of where we're at to previous cycles. I'll go ahead and put up the arrows so you guys can see in 2012 basically where we're at on the verge of the rip up, and with price action as well as in 2016 and in 2020. And he pretty much goes on to say, but it isn't the cycle top. We see this in every mid-cycle. Powerful moves drain the long-term holder supply, which I saw a great post. I believe it was from Mustache or I think it was like Soho, one of the dudes that follow crypto and Soho or something like that. And they're talking about how everyone usually dips out in March, takes their gains, and then usually comes back at the end of the year, which, you know, as a intermediate trader, I learned that in this cycle. I wish I would have took more profits in March, but overall, that's besides the point. He says long-term holder supply has returned just as it did before every bull market year in Bitcoin's price history. They're waiting for the much better prices to come. So as you can see, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put the arrows on currently, you know, from those previous cycles that we saw, you know, this is where we're currently at. We saw this downward trajectory with those long-term holders, and now we're pretty much, you know, on the verge of getting that peak back up because everyone's waiting for that crazy price action. A lot of coins are down quite nasty. I just made a recent video talking about the AI coins that I'm currently focused on. Gonna drop a meme coin video just similar to that in the coming days. Just need to put together all the specific prices and everything like that. But overall, right now, guys, you know, everyone's waiting for that specific price action, specific validation around Bitcoin in order to start jumping in. More wells are going to start accumulating. But overall, we're pretty much on the verge of that based off of this, you know, long-term holder supply ratio and currently what we're seeing. It's just a great indicator on where we're at in the cycle based off of the movement that we're currently seeing. So with all that around Bitcoin and everything, and, you know, the specific long-term holders, indicators, and everything that we're currently looking at. Now, guys, altcoins. So the total 2 altcoins broke out of the 8-month downtrend in the RSI with yesterday's 2-week close, and he pretty much shows it right here with the RSI as well, with that 2-week close, which was very bullish. Price will usually follow. Altcoin season is near, in his opinion. He bets 95% here. Don't know how damn crazy it can get. Which, honestly, guys, I have no idea how crazy it can get. My portfolio is down quite nasty right now. If you guys watched that other video talking about my sentiment, you can hear it in my voice, how I've been feeling the pain. But overall, you know, another great post from Mustache, which I want to show you guys. Just because, you know, whenever we get caught up in, you know, the crypto markets and everything, we start to lose perspective, especially when our coins start to, you know, deviate downwards. It says alt season, send everything season, aka alt season, aka buy the dip season is so close. Many of us have been waiting for this for years, which I've been waiting almost about 1.5 years, 2 years. Some people waiting 4 years, which is crazy. Sure, there will be pullbacks, but in relation to the upside potential, this will be nothing in his opinion. 30 to 40% pullbacks are normal. And I've been seeing that on one of my main projects, which at the end of the day, the strength around that project isn't completely there, but I'm taking a huge risk with this, and I hope it pays off so that I can show you guys, you know, what happens whenever you do your research and you have commitment into the market. But overall, you know, right now, if you're committed into your altcoins, really doing your research, have an understanding of what is performing well, don't worry about these 30 to 40% pullbacks, guys. A lot of these coins are down, you know, 5-6x from where they previously were in March. So, you know, these 40% pullbacks are nothing. It's just, you know, whenever we see it, it really does hurt, especially whenever we have a good amount of money invested into these coins. But at the end of the day, if you have proper validation, and we have that proper validation and price action, we're going to see some crazy rips, especially for the right altcoins. So guys, that's pretty much what's going on with altcoins right now. Stay bullish. We're pretty much on the verge of some crazy moves, especially since we're out of this 8-month downtrend. And like how I've been talking about, I dropped a recent video of AI coins that I think you guys should really check out. Just talks about the X potential around these coins and how much, you know, shmoolah you can freaking make. I'll link it down in the video, in the description down below. But if we look at the sector performance, guys, for the month, you can see that AI is outperforming. And then underneath that, we have meme coins. Right now, I've been looking at the allocations that are going on in my portfolio as well as what everyone is talking about. And I can see meme coins getting that, you know, rotation before AI coins, because AI is all around utility, proper technology, growth, and everything like that, whereas meme coins are just memes. They're all about hype, community, marketing, sentiment, and people want to jump onto things that don't necessarily have to make sense. They want to just make money. And meme coins are one of those things that everyone gravitates towards, especially the high performing meme coins. So I'm going to be making a video talking about those meme coins right now, but I really also think you shouldn't be fading the AI sector. I think there's going to be some crazy gains in the sector, and that's why I'm pretty much, you know, talking about it. That's why most of my portfolio is revolved around AI coins. But currently, guys, that is currently what's going on in the crypto markets. I don't want to make this video too long because at the end of the day, we're still waiting for proper validation with Bitcoin. Currently, like how I said, we broke that 63,000 mark. mark, which was great, but we're starting to deviate a little bit lower because it turned into resistance rather than support. So as you can see, we're probably going to have to sweep out those specific longs, like how Justin Bennett said. He says one more retest of the total crypto market cap. It matches the March 2020 trend line. Overall, he believes we can be sweeping those 57K longs, and then from there we're going to have that huge rip up. On top of that, long-term investors are starting to get back in the markets based off of the price action with altcoins, guys. They're really just looking for the best buys, and right now, whales are pretty much on the verge of getting back into the markets. If not, they're already starting. On top of that, guys, with that sideways price action with altcoins, we have seen that 8-month downtrend, and right now in the RSI, yesterday's 2 weeks close, it has looked very, very bullish. We are flipping that resistance and that specific downtrend. So, you know, it's going to start getting really crazy for altcoins in general. If you guys haven't seen a crypto cycle, it's gonna get really, really crazy, and you need to make sure you're invested in the right altcoins. And in terms of which altcoins are performing the best right now, sector performance wise, it's meme coins and AI coins, guys. Meme coins have been taking over this 2024 crypto cycle, and AI coins as well, just because of the technology, partnerships, and how it's integrating with everything else in our normal lives. But guys, that's pretty much what's going on in the crypto markets with Bitcoin, with altcoins, and potentially what we could be seeing. Overall, I'm very bullish on the markets. We are seeing some downward trends with our altcoins, but like how Mustache had said, I'll put the post right here. You see what I'm saying? You know, we can expect these 30 to 40% pullbacks. At the end of the day, we're going to see some crazy X potential with these altcoins. Just stay committed, and you're going to be able to see that. But guys, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm just an intermediate trader showing you guys my wins, my losses, documenting my journey, and keeping you guys updated on the events and specific coins that you can capitalize on in order to make the most in this 2024-2025 crypto cycle. Overall, guys, I drop daily content every day, so stay tuned for my content. I'm going to keep you guys updated on when we are gonna, you know, be seeing that crazy price action, you know, my specific coins that I'm jumping into, my risk and everything like that, showing you guys my wins and losses around that, especially with the huge coins I'm invested in, and then from there figuring out when to sell, rotate out, and when we're gonna start seeing the bear market and everything after, you know, of course, alt season and everything. But overall, new to the channel, check out the rest of my content, drop me a like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more. I want to keep you guys updated and get you guys content that you guys want to see. Overall though, I appreciate all the support you guys are showing me on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.